It's time to admit something to you all. I am a Tetris boy. Yeah, I love Tetris. One of the first games I ever owned, if not the first. I have probably put thousands of hours into this game over the years in its various forms. So this is not going to be me, showing you here's what Tetris is, because you know what Tetris is. This is about me flexing my Tetris skills. And I'm going to do so in the Game Boy version, just as the Lord intended. Because all forms of Tetris are valid, but the Game Boy one is the most valid of them all. In case you don't know the backstory to Tetris, Alexei Pajitnov... Oh, I will take 2 Tetrises right out of the gate, thank you. Alexei Pajitnov was working on a way to test a rudimentary AI system by having it stack blocks as it fell, and would have to read the block and determine, okay, where does this go for maximum efficiency? Where do I move it? All that. And eventually he realized, this is pretty fun. Started selling it. It started selling gangbusters. And then the Soviet Union started seizing all the profits he made from it. Oh, bad draw. And fixed. Mostly. But anyway, he moved to the US, and then years later when the Soviet Union fell, they approached him and said, alright, here's a back check from you for all the money in the world. And now he just works with the Tetris company. I don't think he even designs that many games anymore. He just does PR work for them and gets thousands of paychecks. That's the dream. That's the Tetris dream. Man, I really have put so many hours into Tetris in every variation. Tetris has got to be near the top of games with the most ports. There has to be the most versions of Tetris, more than any other game, right? I can't think of what else would come even close. Like, I'll put on screen right now all of the systems that Tetris has come out for. Wow, that's a lot of them. I also think Tetris has a big hand in making me who I am today. I would play this for hours and hours and hours. And eventually I realized, wow, I really like working with, these kind of constraints. We have to figure out, I can make it work. Have to figure out where everything needs to go immediately. I like the sort of pressure it adds, but also forces you to create. And that eventually led me to getting into my degree of mechanical engineering. And eventually where I am now, which is 3D printing. Tetris is very much responsible for who I am. I mean, a lot of things are, but Tetris definitely has a hand in it. Okay, we're over 100,000. My goal is 200,000 so we can see the big rocket. By the way, if you're watching this and you're like, man, Brian's so good and clever and handsome at Tetris, I am nothing compared to some of the experts at Tetris. Some of the things they can do, the number of steps ahead they can think is insane. Look up, Tetris Grandmaster runs. Those are unbelievable to watch. No good place, darn it. No good place to put... Oh, dear. Alright, let's give ourselves a little breathing room. We're gonna need a bunch of line pieces to get ourselves out of this. There's 1. There's 2. This won't get us that far, but it helps. This helps even more. Okay, we are on our way to fixing this. One of my favorite versions of Tetris is, should come as no surprise, Tetris 99 is incredible. It's so much fun. It's the only Battle Royale game I've actually played, a lot of. And it's the only one I can win regularly at. Only in the normal mode, though. I cannot beat the one where you go up against other, you know, top Tetris players. Like I said, I am good at Tetris. I am not a Tetris god. Getting to meet Alexei Pajitnov at PAX a couple years ago. It's probably more than a couple years ago. Probably like 7 or 8 years ago. Does that count as a couple? Getting a chance to meet him was so awesome. Getting to tell him how much Tetris means to me. Getting my picture taken with him. You know, it's awesome when you get to meet a creator like that and tell him how much their game meant to you. Also, I believe Tetris is one of the best-selling games ever. But there is an asterisk. Because remember, it came bundled with a lot of versions of the Game Boy. So most people, when you bought a Game Boy, just got Tetris along with it. That's why so many people, you know, associate Tetris with the Game Boy. It was literally a pack-in game. You know who I feel bad for? The people who got the pack-in version that had Super Mario Land 1. Ooh, that game is not awful, but has not aged as beautiful and gracefully as Tetris. And we have fixed our problem. We need one line piece. Thank you. I'm gonna do that. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Okay. Making a judgment call. We're switching sides. My god, the Tetris madman does it again. Should I have done that? Yes. Yes, I should. Starting to get nervous. Oh god, that was close, but we're in trouble now. Oh! We got to level 10. No! Oh, we're in so much trouble. I don't think we're getting the big rocket. No! Tetris! Still, over 100 lines. I'm not happy with that. You know, it is kind of funny that the quote-unquote plot of the first Tetris game is that you're helping the Soviets win the space race. But, like, how can you not? The game is so addictive. Godspeed, Commander Tetris. Godspeed. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to see more videos 2 times a week from Game Boy Roulette, Dollar Store Gaming, 10 Things You Missed, and much, much more. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.